back popping in this joint. Had a little bit of behind the scenes. If you ain't behind the scenes, you don't know nothing that's going on.
Unless your phone has a powerful reception and you got us on live talking about stuff that we didn't want nobody to know.
I mean, you knew it was on.
I forgot about it.
Dirty secrets. Dirty secrets.
Now I was over there and I was telling him something. Like, you know what I'm saying, unrelated.
Okay. Dirty secrets like, okay.
Passcode to my Wi-Fi.
What about Shannon Sharp flipping out yesterday? Was it yesterday or whatever?
Nah, that was
At the Grizzly game, nigga.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was.
And the motherfucker
Who was it?
the T Morant, what's his name? Was talking
Morant.
shit and he mad at Sharp for saying that he was too small to stick LeBron. He been salty. So he was at the game and start to approach him and talking shit like you don't want this smoke. And then like the team members start acting like they wanted beef and telling him he don't want no smoke. Then the nigga's dad also come to his defense like nigga you don't want no
jump
smoke.
shit.
Like they was gonna jump him and shit.
Shannon gonna let him have it tomorrow.
But listen. Shannon, hey, that nigga, cause they been poking at him from Skip, poking at him.
Oh, he wasn't by himself though.
But I don't know. But that nigga, like, I think that's one of the motherfucking down south boys. He would have whooped some ass in that motherfucker. If they'd have tried to fight his ass. His big ass.
You see the security.
Yeah. But he ain't gonna fuck them security. He was in front of the motherfuckers.
But that's childish though. You know, now they tell you that in college and shit. Don't watch ESPN or read newspaper, whatever and shit, cause that shit will get it. You are too small. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I shouldn't even say that because he'll beat me up because I don't have security. All guys, y'all two guys. That'll be like, what happened? What'd he do? What'd he say? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But they tell you,
What happened, Paul?
You ain't supposed to listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? At all.
What I do think is the professionalism was thrown out the window from the nigga on the court, and Shannon Sharp know they not gonna. You know, I know, like you said, he got security and shit.
I don't think so.
I mean, you gotta express your feelings. Like when a motherfucker coming at you, you definitely gotta show.
Shannon doing on the show.
You defensive.
These little niggas, man, these new little niggas, man, they fucking reckless. They ain't living by the old rules, you know.
Ain't no old rules. Nigga, that's what they said about us. These little niggas now and shit sell dope because they got some money that they hook trying to be grown people
That's
for
true,
fights and
that's
shit.
true.
They been talking that shit about us.
That's true.
That's true.
And we was having kids at 15,
But
so
I
those
think-
kids was watching us
I
as
know
kids.
motherfuckers
But I
was
think in
following
professional
rules, and I know motherfuckers that wasn't following.
being a
It's society,
professional
though, isn't it?
basketball player on national TV and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like with already the backlash niggas get, period, even across sports and anything. I just thought he could have just put out a statement or something. He wanted to not Shannon Sharp because he's, you know, to me defending himself in a situation where motherfuckers are, you know, threatening him, and not to mention he the big dude was too little to be trying to fight Shannon Sharp.
Howard Cordell tell Muhammad Ali, not only on TV, you know what I'm saying, Wide World of Sports, you know what I'm saying, but he told him like in his face, like, you can't beat for me. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't see Muhammad Ali. I want to fight you now for what you feel about my work. You know what I'm saying? And that's normal.
Right.
That's normal altogether.
And Muhammad Ali loved Cosell for that type shit because he knew he would bring that.
You think
He would ask the good questions and he would get the good story out the situation and it'll be entertaining.
You think Buster doesn't listen to TV when he's about to fight Tyson? Nah, that shit would have got in his motherfucker. He gonna kill you, Buster.
Buster, you dead. His team motherfuckers on the team like, Buster, you dead tonight.
So as an athlete, you're not supposed to watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna pay no attention to that.
Right.
Even if they tell me good shit about you, because even that can go to your head.
So you got a nigga that does sports commentary now, and basically a show that talks about what was going on in games and different shit like that. And you mad at him, want to fight him, and got multiple motherfuckers in it trying to fight him. You done put other people's lives at stake.
But there's no professionalism to be lost at all, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how he basically conducts himself. Like, on the air. You know what I'm saying? If you look at commentary right now, it's just on the edge. Say what's on your mind, whatever it is. If you can't deal with it, you know what I'm saying? Stephen A. Smith is like the prime example.
But I'm speaking about the player that was being unprofessional, because through all that, that's the shit that creates fines. They're gonna take that out your ass.
You see a fight every day in basketball. Every single day, there's a tussle. There's a shut your mouth. There's a finger in your face.
But Shannon Sharp, in his position of
Michael
where
Jordan
he's
got
at,
fights.
in position of where he at, you fighting a motherfucker in the stands. He ain't a nigga on the court.
Larry Bird, the nigga.
But those are other game people that they playing and fighting in the
Oh,
game.
you said fuck you to certain people. Spike Lee, you know what I'm saying? Spike Lee, you can't.
All day, he does that all day.
Motherfucker just walked up and Spike, shut your little bitch ass up. You know what I'm saying? You would do that.
You ain't gonna beat Spike Lee's ass. He's 5'2". You be like, fuck you, Spike. You here every night.
But if Spike Lee stood in his little ass place, you know what I'm saying? If you put Shannon's attitude in Spike Lee would have been like, fuck you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Spike Lee
He
never
does
said
do that.
Spike Lee don't sit there and say, Spike Lee stays and he talk shit while you over there doing the layup.
He
and all
talk
that
shit.
and walk up in his face and it's like a frozen, you know what I'm saying, deer to head.
I bet not, because he a New Yorker too. He be talking
That
shit.
don't mean because you New York, do you know how to fight?
New Yorker motherfuckers be talking
New
shit.
York people,
They
niggas,
talk shit even though they don't know how to fight.
Yeah, they do talk shit.
What the fuck, man?
they make motherfuckers, but not when somebody in your face, I'll beat your ass.
They talk shit. We know.
Just like Skip
Remember
was-
the motherfucker when we was in New York?
Just like
we
Skip
about
was
to
like,
come home.
just like Skip said, what are you taking your glasses off for? You know what I'm saying? You see Skip right there, he's like, oh, maybe I
Because he done poked the motherfucker bad. And
you
he
know what I'm
skipped
saying?
it. I could take this nigga to the edge, but hold on.
Them
Skip got that. Skip.
There was fighting moves right there, and he knew it. What are you taking your glasses off for? Like you about to punch on me.
So at the game,
And he fixed his tone a little.
yeah, he did. He told you better watch how you talk crazy to me, motherfucker. But at that game though, he's in the game. He's watching the game. He's sitting on the seats.
Spectator.
He watching the game. Spectator. Nigga mad because of some shit he said. Don't get salty at me. Just step your game up. Or fuck it. You know, I thought the team around did. It was stupid on his behavior. Because he brought his whole team in on it and shit too. I
don't think he brought him. Like, hey y'all, come on over here. I think somebody else just shared.
John Moran.
Like John Moran, you know what I'm saying? You said some fucked up shit about me 2 weeks ago, nigga. I've been wanting to get this off my chest, so here's my stay. I don't think he went over there like, Sean, help me argue with this dude. Because they ain't asking.
I don't think that, but I think that even
I don't like
even
I
putting
don't
yourself
like
in
basketball as much. It's too many fucking games.
too many. When you put yourself in that shit, now they almost had a whole starting five, or whoever was in the game, fuck around would have been kicked out the game.
But I don't put that on the
Could
coach
have got into
thing
a fight.
anyway, because you know you got fights in all the sports. So to label that, especially hockey and shit, you watch hockey just sport fights.
Yeah, that's part of it. But I'm just saying, like, you know, certain sports are looked at with a little more poise, a little bit more. They're supposed to be looked at.
Other sports like golf, I can't see two people fighting in golf or tennis, even though they could have been fights. Oh yes, they could have been fights. You know what I'm saying? John McEnroe, he had
even fucking food.
We watched him to watch him explode on the motherfucking break his tennis racket and tell the motherfucking ref to decide judge.
Even when he came
fuck
back,
you, suck my dick, bitch. I'll beat your ass with this ratchet. You know what I'm saying? We watched it for that.
Right.
When Serena Williams wouldn't shake that one bitch's hand and said when she was like what 14 or I could have she was older than that. I could have beat you when I was 14, and that girl was the number one person. I could have beat you when I was 14. That's when they still had them bees in their head. Yeah, but that'll excite some shit up. You know what I'm saying? That on the golf club, on the golf course, you smack the fuck out of somebody else or something.
So Fox is talking shit, just, trying to throw Shannon Sharp under the bus.
Who?
Fox.
Fox News? I mean,
Yeah.
But that's who he is on the show.
But I'm thinking, he might fuck around and be like trying to get out of them motherfuckers.
well, you know he got his own.
He got the talk show.
Yeah, well, he got the talk show, but then he got the talk shit.
Everybody got a podcast too, though.
Yeah,
got
the
a
shit he do like a
podcast.
podcast. But he
It's
had,
called,
I see Dame Dash on there. I see.
It ain't the Boom Boom Room. It's called, damn, I forget what it's called.
It definitely ain't Shannon and Skip.
I forget what it's called.
But good luck to them dudes, because I think Shannon Sharp, he does good for him to be and he the replacement on that show he on with Skip, right?
Yep.
And he's doing good. He's good at that shit. So I like listening to him talk. He talks some good shit, and he's well-rounded on all the sports.
Mm-hmm.
But he also fits in that category of, you know what I'm saying, that I'm gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta yell, if I'm really mad at what you just said, I'm gonna let you know. How you gonna say something like that? I'm gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? But you still gotta be thick
Because you know
skin.
that's their roles. One is against it and one is for it. So that's their
Yeah,
roles.
you gotta cater to both sides and shit.
No, I'm saying it's one.
Somebody gotta
like,
be there. Yeah.
No,
on
I'm
the
as the
show,
audience. You know what I'm saying?
one motherfucker is against the shit that they talking about, like Tom Brady. One motherfucker's against Tom Brady, one motherfucker's for.
I don't know. Sometimes they ride and think of the
Yes.
same motherfuckers and shit. Like I said, with Buster Douglas, nobody in media sat there together and said, "Well, I think Buster got a shot." Not one motherfucker. So they wrote it together. Not one person sat up there and said, "TCU could," you know what I'm saying? Nobody said that shit. No, damn, Georgia gonna beat the fuck out of them. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
Stephen A. said it. I think Stephen A. said, oh no, was it Michigan? Yeah, I think it was from Michigan. They ain't say nothing about it, TCU versus Georgia.
They be on the side. Everybody sat there and said, "I ain't heard nobody say Muhammad Ali might win this fight against, George Foreman." No, you were going to get murdered.
Yeah, they thought he was gonna take one on that.
Yeah, you just fought this. You fought this motherfucker, Frazier. And Frazier beat you. You know what I'm saying? And Frazier was fucking your ass up, Muhammad Ali. You was getting at him too and shit, but Frazier won. And then, George Foreman come out there and beat the fuck out of you, dropped you like 8 times and shit. Like your equilibrium was on. He just pounded on you. You know what I'm saying? Down go Frazier. If you ain't see that fight, down go Frazier went down like 6 times and shit, helpless like a little baby. So if he did this to the motherfucker that took you 15 fucking rounds, nigga, he gonna destroy you, Muhammad Ali.
Then something happened.
Cause everybody still got your favorites. You know what I'm saying? My favorite ain't gonna be your favorite.
No, not all the time. Because the rope-a-dope won that fight. I like this. I grew up liking his charisma.
Fucked up his shit for real. Had him punch drunk. You know what I'm saying? George Foreman might have fucked Muhammad Ali up.
Yeah.
That motherfucker hit hard.
It's a lot of slow poke.
George Foreman would have fucked Muhammad Ali up.
Didn't they fight?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He might have did some shit to him.
To Muhammad Ali?
Yeah.
Frazier takes credit for that.
Frazier?
Yeah, he takes credit for that.
Oh, all right.
Frazier on his voice. I remember I was watching something on was it ESPN, and Frazier's son is trying to get Frazier to at least say hi or whatever, talk to Muhammad Ali or something. Your voicemail says this right here. He's saying, "Look at you now. Look, I don't care if I call Joe Frazier, and he don't answer. You know what I'm saying? It's this right here with the voicemail. Look at you now. Look at you now. You can't talk. You're shaking right there." Like he died, like hating Muhammad Ali's guts.
Wow.
And then his story behind it is because, you know what I'm saying, when you weren't allowed to box, you know what I'm saying, I had your back, you know what I'm saying, I batted for you, you know what I'm saying, to reinstate his license and all that stuff right here. Okay, now he got his license back right here, then all of a sudden, "Bitch, I want a title shot, motherfucker, this motherfucker is a coon, he's a this," he started dogging him and shit. He's like, "I grew up poor, just like you did, so how you now calling me like a rich dude," or, you know what I'm saying.
Well, I know one thing.
He went to his house, you know what I'm saying, was talking shit, throwing rocks at his door and shit, but had the media with him and shit. Bring your bitch ass outside. Like, damn, you did that to me. And Muhammad Ali is thinking, just about to sell some tickets. You know what I'm saying? But you can share this information with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why he don't
Like
like
some propaganda. Who was that? Second.
And you a paper champion
Who
too.
shot at him? At Muhammad Ali. Put out the gun.
Oh, that was fake. That was fake.
I'm just saying though, it's still
Tubbs off of Miami Vice.
Tubbs.
Yeah. It was an actor. That was blanks.
Tubbs, that wasn't Tubbs. It was the actual boxer who put out the strap.
No, it wasn't.
I seen it.
Yeah, no,
It was blanks in the gun, Tubbs.
that wasn't a boxer. That was an actor.
It was one of the niggas he was gonna fight. It was either
And it was all a joke. It was all like,
I mean, he was trying to scare him because he kept fucking with him. Pull it up where he be out fucking with him. And it showed Muhammad Ali running. But it wasn't Tubbs. It wasn't Tubbs.
when he was younger.
Mm-mm.
Pull it up when you see
It wasn't Tubbs. Not to mention, Tubbs is my cousin too, on my dad's side.
Why?
I don't know why, he's just my cousin.
My mom fucked the drummer on Kool and the Gang, and I remember this one time when.
No, I'm serious. That's my cousin on my dad's side. Always have been. Like, that ain't like some shit I'm just saying. I'm just saying it. It is true. But, whoever is either George, it wasn't Joe Fresh. Anyway, fuck it. I'll pull that back up. I'll bring it up on another day.
I just don't know how George Foreman turned dark skin to brown skin.
We might be using that what's that cream nigga motherfucker be using?
Cause I like the old George
Andy
Foreman.
cream.
The old George, I mean the boy head wanna beat the shit out the old one. The old one couldn't box for shit. He just hit hard.
The old one couldn't box either. He just
No, that's what I'm saying. No, he jabbed. You know what I'm saying? The Afro George Foreman, he just walked up and his punches was like this, just wherever it came from, just wherever. It wasn't jab. He didn't have a jab. His head didn't move. There was no bobbing or nothing. He had to learn defense when he did that little peekaboo shit right here.
But fucker, Muhammad Ali killed all that shit. Go ahead and swing and tire your dumb ass out.
Yeah, but it hurt it though. It don't act like them shots was like that.
It don't matter, nigga. You can hit me in my body because you know what I'm saying. He wasn't because in the face he wasn't letting him get him no face shots on. So he was trying to hit him in the body and shit.
Which he was supposed to did anyway because you a fast motherfucker. I'm gonna take the wind out your ass so you won't be as fast no more.
So also, nigga, if you talk about the peekaboo, another honorable mention for the stupidity of Young Thug's co-defendant, nigga tried to come and pass him a Percocet in the courtroom. They say it was a drug deal.
How they got caught?
It was on camera. Like
So they went back later on, like.
Nah, they caught it right then and there, like right there.
The
Like
deputy seen him.
Like they said it like.
Like a motherfucker, like you got your back turned. The motherfucker walking. You see the motherfucker walking towards you. And I don't know if he called his name or whatever the fuck, but he turned around and he dropped it in his hand. He walked up on him, dropped it in his hand.
So in a position where he can do a handshake?
Nah, he ain't supposed to be next to the motherfucker, bro. You ain't supposed to walk up on the motherfucker.
That's some shit he probably asked for too somewhere.
They just walked, but dude wasn't supposed to go through there. He just walked through. Wasn't supposed to do it.
Oh, they ate that motherfucker so
And then he tried to put it under his
he was in there
table.
He had some more shit on him.
Yeah, weed,
Yeah, some
all
more
kinds
shit.
of, he had more pills and shit on him, but weed and all. He ingested, didn't he try to ingest the
That's what they
shit?
said, yeah.
And took the nigga to the hospital, so. Stupid. I got nigga, we don't want nothing in this motherfucker until I get out.
Stupid. You know, so I wonder how many times that happened and they just didn't catch it.
I'm just saying, nigga, I
So
wouldn't
that's
want
a
none of
good
that.
thing
We
as long as
already
it's
fighting the RICO charge.
Well, he fucked that up because he could have had a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
You can get it in there, bro.
They could have had the lawyer give it to him. Goddamn.
That's exactly what I was about to say. The lawyer that did it on the visit. One of them would have.
Not even on the visit, nigga. He could have did it in the courtroom, like, huh? You know what I'm saying?
But even easier, he could have, you know, when they come out and see you and y'all talk about the court case for tomorrow,
Right.
you brought that shit into it, put it in your net. It's a private conversation, they can't watch it or
And
nothing.
what about some of them generals in the military and shit? You know what I'm saying? That was part of that storm of the Capitol shit.
What, Donald Trump?
Yeah, when they stormed the Capitol, you know, they do the zero in on the faces and shit like, hold on, that's Lieutenant such and such, you know what I'm saying? Like, you in the middle of fucking terror and
There
shit.
was a lot
you
of
know what I'm saying?
motherfuckers doing a part of that. Yeah.
One dumb
All
motherfucker,
type of motherfuckers.
they wouldn't even put that together, but one motherfucker put up there, you put on Facebook, you in that motherfucker, you know, and said it feels so great to be part of history. You know what I'm saying? And then the picture that they showed that he took of himself and put it on Facebook, like that looked like it belonged in history books.
A rapper was there and posted the picture that he took there, and they came and arrested his ass for that shit.
Yeah, they sit up there zero in and they gonna get your ass and shit. They do that. And we used to say that shit too, like, you know what I'm saying, like when you do the riots and shit, and then after the riots is over and shit, they go start to snatch motherfuckers up because it's from film and shit that they seen and shit. Like, they wouldn't do that to them white motherfuckers. Man, they doing that to them white motherfuckers left and right. And they blue collar people too. That's another thing. Like, y'all need to how to write. Y'all need to know how to do that right.
All the people that was behind what Trump was talking about, the people he lied to get their votes.
No, I don't think he lied to get their votes.
I mean, he made them Well, he did some things for
his strategy was this right here. Hey, the Democrats, y'all seen them, the Republicans, y'all, we've been dealing with the same politicians for what changes, man. We about to be different. When he starts saying that, you know what I'm saying, this whole system is corrupt, I have proof because, you know, I take advantage of this corrupt system. When he starts doing that, you know what I'm saying, it'll be like, they said a lot of them came from, like, you know what I'm saying, down south, good old boys who drive to pick up trucks and shit. Right. You working 2 jobs, you down here at the factory, and then you doing something else at the bar, and, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, I'm working on these jobs to keep this house. There ain't nothing changing this shit. I'm gonna try you out. You know what I'm saying? What's the worst that can happen? A lot of people voted for him because shit. What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly. And that's the same shit that Ice Cube was talking about. He wasn't trying to. They looking at thinking the motherfucker is trying to be on a motherfucker's side when a motherfucker just taking a meeting because it's always going to be one of the lesser evil, one lesser of the 2 evils. Ain't nobody really trying to help nobody.
I like Trump late. You know what I'm saying? Like, first, the shit that he was doing and saying went over my head. You know what I'm saying? And now he's not here and shit. It's like, that's when it's like, that did make sense of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Now it's starting to make sense of everything he's talking about.
Because it's like now, at this point, looking at where we all are in the world, at this point, it doesn't matter if you're Republican, Democrat, because black people were identified by the Democratic vote,
which is stupid to do.
That we, you know, because we thought that's all it was, and that was part of what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, it's identified that, but that's like the poor person's
right, and that's what I was saying earlier, like how they put stuff in our head all our lives to grow us up to think this is the way things are supposed to be. This is, if you're a Democrat, that's the black people or the poor people, and the black people and the poor people stay together, and maybe there'll be change when we get one of us in there.
Because we miss out what they're actually saying. I mean, it fits, you know what I'm saying, how much money you got, because like, I mean, as a Republican, you know what I'm saying, they do things for homeowners so that if you're a homeowner, this won't happen to you financially or this, you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying, as a Democrat person, you're not a homeowner, you're a renter. It's like, what's that doing for me? You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. So it's not for you. And vice versa. You know, we're gonna put up rec centers to keep the kids out of trouble and all that stuff. Or if you're a Republican over here, it's like if you got a swimming pool in your backyard and basketball court, you're like, why should my tax dollars go over there to them? You don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it fits. You know what I'm saying, both sides. But I like to listen to the issues.
Yeah, me too. And that's why I start seeing, like, you know, a lot of that shit don't even trickle down to us. Certain things, you got to look at your state and city level politicians for the shit that you want to see change in your state. Because if you think about the shit from the president to the governors and shit like that, maybe...
We talked about that on like episode 8.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's all the way, like, it's always like that, and motherfuckers, no change will be changed unless...
Because the president of the United States don't know or give a fuck what's happening in Jeremiah, Utah.
Right.
Don't. Only person that knows something that's going on in Jeremiah, Utah is the mayor. You know what I'm saying? Because he lives there. You know what I'm saying? So you want change in Jeremiah, Utah, you vote for your mayor, you fuck the president. That shit, the mayor,
the governor. Which one comes first, senator or governor?
It's
the governor.
Conjunction, what? I gotta sing that song and it'll actually tell you.
But if the motherfuckers at the top ain't working together, you know, because the nigga at the bottom, he just so happened to get a good governor or senator that can help him.
So high school.
Push shit through.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be a Republican, I could be a Democrat. You know what I'm saying? We still homies, we go out to drink and all that. It's just what my job description is. You know what I'm saying? That's why if you become president, you know what I'm saying, and you break some laws, and you know what I'm saying, after this court is over with, you know what I'm saying, you're going to jail. And I'm president next. When I become president, first thing I do, I'm gonna pardon you, Nixon. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate your guts because you on the other side or something shit. Like, we still, lawyers do that shit too. They all hate the same judges, prosecutors, and
so, you know, Young Thug, keep them people out your bit away from you. Keep them all them fuck people away from you, bro.
Y'all ain't see that little Wallow told him?
When?
Wallow broke it down. He went on the show, right?
Right.
Wallow broke it down to him like, Thug, don't give a fuck, bro. It's different when you go to jail. When you in jail with that burner phone and motherfuckers is, you know, out and you in, and Motherfucker, it ain't gonna be the same shit, nigga. You got 50 years and your homeboys out kicking it, doing what you in a position to change motherfuckers' lives, dude. You can't be, you know what I'm saying?
Not if you're an addict.
Huh?
Not if you're an addict. I seriously
He in a
doubt.
position to change motherfuckers' lives.
I seriously doubt he's getting these drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because he's selling them on the inside. I believe you.
No,
need
I'm
those.
talking about. He told him before this case. It was a while ago.
And you talking to a kid.
Talking to
the kid is
Rollo talking to Thug. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking $1 million worth of game nigga talking to Thug. You know the $1 million worth of game nigga did a bunch of years.
Yeah, and how old was young Thug?
I don't know how old he
In
is,
his
but
20s. He might be in his 20s or close to his 30s.
He old enough to know, goddammit, you in a position, you getting motherfucking money right now. Ain't no sense in you motherfucking being in this motherfucking game, man. You know what I'm saying?
Because you done came to the point where
a thug.
when the shit started and when you got on, you in a position now.
Sometimes that's all you are.
Nah, nigga.
Nah.
Yeah.
You not learning. If you ain't been through the
You-
shit he done been through and you ain't learned nothing.
Nigga, you in it to get out of it.
Benny Siegel didn't learn that.
He no different now.
Yeah. He went
After
to
shit
jail.
was taken away from him, when you was at your prime, you didn't know how to be a boss. You was
That's
still the
true.
goon.
That's
you know what I'm
true.
saying?
He
You
was
want to
a
put your hands
But
in
they
shit.
didn't.
and
Them
you know
niggas
what
was
I'm saying?
telling him though.
And people
Yeah.
was telling him, and you got Jay-Z after Jay-Z stabbed that motherfucker and shit. That's why he's like, hold on, I'm a boss, not a goon. I just did my own dirt. Fuck that. I could just point a finger and get you touched and shit. I'm working right next to that motherfucker who's probably telling Benny all kind of shit, but you
Right.
stayed the goon,
Right,
Keith Murray.
right,
you
right.
stayed the goon. You
So
know what I'm
my
Sometimes
point
that
is,
Keith
Murray was a geek.
you gotta
so he is now,
motherfucker.
you know what I'm
He
saying?
was back then. He was smoking back then too.
It don't matter. He was
That's
still
why
one
he
of the,
didn't blow.
he was still one of the most dangerous motherfuckers in New York. Like people was
Nobody said
terrified
he
of
was
that
dangerous.
dude.
They just said he used to be on some bullshit.
Yeah, he was dangerous.
Nobody said he
hit
was
first
dangerous.
because all he knew was the goon part. You know what I'm saying? I need you when I want somebody touched, Benny Siegel. You know what I'm saying? And all the characters that we named. That ain't for everybody.
I'm just saying, bro. You got millions, bro. Ain't no sense in you doing the same shit you was doing.
And with the niggas coming from, it's by you picking those niggas.
And then when you tell that person
By
that,
you
it's
picking like a Beanie Siegel, or
what?
if you picking like a Beanie Siegel, Jay-Z to use them to reference, those niggas on the East Coast are grown up to know when you get to a point, because you supposed to have somebody else to do that shit. Young Thug now, I don't know if them niggas got pecking order. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, but any motherfucker with half a bit of sense, if you had any money, you started with a little bit of money, if you doing shit and you got kids and your mama and y'all done moved, you done changed your life.
It's a different society.
I think that you still supposed to,
said
that shit's supposed to grow you. I don't care who you are, it's a different society, but even these dumbass little
I'm saying this
niggas.
right here. This is different society. I heard you say this right here. You're supposed to have somebody do that for you. In today's society, who do you really trust to have do that for you? You know what I'm saying? So you got to do it yourself. Because everybody telling them.
But they passed that. They should be past that shit. You shouldn't be in the streets like you used to be, and you getting millions. It's not the same game.
I got a taste for some greens. I want something different. I mean, some chicken from our famous kitchen when ain't no ingredients miss and list. And I want a brisket. I like my cornbread this thick. Pick up the phone, come get this. They got the biggest sandwiches. Hi. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup.
Our famous kitchen. Holler at us. We got you. 614-556-2174.
Oh, yeah.
Life should be relaxing, but it's not. Sometimes we have to create our own enjoyment with many different creme velour flavors, such as blackberry plum, strawberry rose, peach, and pomegranate mango. Also, don't forget lemon haze and berry beautiful. Relax, kick your feet up, and enjoy the taste. Creme velour, draped imperial grapes. Creme velour, my lord! Creme velour and DIG, draped imperial grapes. Free wine tasting every Friday and Saturday, starting at 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. 901 Suite F, Robinwood, Columbus, Ohio, 43213. So don't forget the free food, samples. You get to buy a few bottles and go home after you done had a good time at DIG. Like I said, Kick your feet up, relax, enjoy the flavor. Crib below, draped Imperial Brick.
I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on the street boy beats. I'm on it, man, I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man, we can't be stopped. On the strip.